The first story, one of the scariest serious horror stories ever written. The protagonist of the horror story is a nurse who works in the cryonics department. One night after 2 o'clock after midnight, he was not afraid of anything supernatural at all. He was always known for his courage and bravery. But on this night, the unthinkable happened to him. He was sitting at his desk writing some papers required of him, and suddenly the power went out in the hospital. He was not hurt by anything and considered it normal. It is common for power outages anywhere in the world. But when the electricity came, it was amazing for him. All the dead were sitting down. The young man was shocked by what he saw and did not move a muscle, and suddenly, in a few moments, the power was cut off again. The young man was terrified and started reading the Holy Quran, and the power came back again and the dead were all sitting. The current was cut off for the third time, and the young man wished to die and did not meet him from the horror of what was happening to him. He almost fainted and barely summoned the strength to recite verses from the Quran that would be a protection for him, and the current returned in moments, and the dead had taken their normal position. The young man did not know how he spent this miserable night at all. The second story. In a town in one of the countries of the Arab world, a beautiful woman and her only daughter lived alone in a somewhat old house. One day, while they were sitting and chatting with each other, there was a knock on their door, and the little girl opened it and found a strange woman who was not from home. The mother came out to her, and the stranger asked her to add her. The stranger sat with her and her daughter for 3 days. The mother and her daughter lacked nothing in the house except a bathroom, and she aspired to that, and she saved a little money after a lot of effort and trouble. The strange woman did not sit with them except for a reason in herself. She was a witch and looking for a child with special specifications, and all these conditional specifications were met in the daughter of the woman who requested her hospitality. The most prominent feature of the child is some white locks of hair in the front of her head. The witch cajoled the woman and made an agreement to take her daughter for 1 week to extract a treasure, and that they only need a few drops of blood from her little finger, and in exchange for that she would give her a bath, which her dreams did not dare to fulfill. At first the mother refused, but her refusal was accompanied by some hesitation, and she managed to get the witch to enter her and make her covet the world's ephemeral offer. The witch convinced her that she would build them a bathroom, and it would be made of marble and alabaster in just 1 week, and she would take her child during the week while the workers finished everything related to the bathroom. The workers came and started working, and the stranger still stayed with the mother and daughter until they reassured her, and a week before the completion of the bathroom work, the mother demanded their agreement, and indeed the mother allowed her to take her daughter, and the mother gambled with her only child. The days passed, and the mother passed between joy at the completion of the bathroom she had always dreamed of, and fear and anxiety for her daughter until the whole week was over. The mother did not sleep that night at all, and the morning came, and the mother waited on pins and needles for the stranger to knock on the door. But it did not happen. The mother went to the bathroom and found it had been completed and became very picturesque. But she did not find any of the workers, and she still waited until the day was over, and the stranger did not bring her daughter as they had agreed. The days and months passed very slowly, and the mother waited for her daughter, but to no avail. The mother could not continue life without her daughter, and she died without a year of her daughter's absence from her, from the intensity of her pain and grief over the loss of her daughter. The bathroom remained unused since its inception, until one of the mother's relatives decided to open it to the public to use it as a reward for her. But something very strange happened. Everyone who entered the bathroom rushed out without returning. When asked about the reason, they said that tufts of white hair like a spike come out of the floor of the hot water room, and then a voice starts screaming. They called it a haunted bathroom, and with the many complaints, the authorities were forced to investigate the bathroom, specifically the secret behind the white tufts of hair. So they dug the bathroom floor for several meters, and the surprise was that they found the girl with the white tufts of hair dead in a very brutal way.